Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, August 4th, 2016, and U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, we had a great day today, but there was some frustration, which I'll talk about. We had $42,000 in open trade equity yesterday. I mean, just a spectacular day. And anytime we have that much equity, I'm going to be happy if we can just get out of it and maintain that equity. We did a little better than that. We actually closed out over $46,000 in closed out trades. So we haven't had a day like that in a long time. So closing out $46,000 is great. The little bit of frustration with this, though, is that I took a screenshot of this. It will be on the website. At 25 minutes into the trading day, we were at positive $60,000, and so we saw our equity slip by about $14,000 in 20 minutes. That was unfortunate, but I tell people you can't sell the top of markets, and we trade a mechanical system. We stuck with the system. We got out with positive $46,000. The disappointing part, but when you close out to $46,000, you can't get too disappointed about this. We got into 11 new trades today. Only 4 were positive, 7 were negative, and we are holding negative $5,500 going into tomorrow. So that's not a big hit when you've made $46,000, but we just don't want it to get much worse than that. There's tons of trades I can show you, but let me just show you. Oh, wait a minute. The Dow ended up -3. I think I called it up. So technically I was wrong, but you can see here what happened. The Dow went up real strong right at the beginning, and of course this was good because this helped us get out of our all those positions that we had from yesterday and get out quite profitably. So we like this run up. It held for 30 minutes, and it would have been very beneficial to us if this could have held for 45 minutes. As it was, after 30 minutes it came down pretty hard, and that's where we lost this $14,000 or so. Saw our equity go from positive 60,000 to positive 46,000. But again, we did really well on that. I am going to call the Dow up again for tomorrow. Certainly there's no indication here of any big sell-off, and it has actually come down quite a bit. We had 7 straight losing days in a row until yesterday. So this has the potential of doing a recovery. I will call the Dow up for tomorrow. Let me show you some of the trades. I'll show you one of the frustrating ones and why that equity fell off so much. This is Tronox, TROX, and we had bought this thing yesterday right at the beginning of the day. Didn't do anything, and then it does this huge gap up, and when this thing is up here, we're up $4,500 in Tronox, and then the profit takers must have jumped in on this and sold off. By the time we get out of it, our $4,500 positive has gone to negative $200. So that was kind of disconcerting, and that happens, but that was frustrating. I'll show you another one that was also a little frustrating, but quite profitable. This was Radius Health. We had bought this 2 days ago toward the end of the day, and yesterday it did this huge gap up. And I think while this thing was up here, right, I mean, this is right on the open yesterday. I think we're up like probably close to $8,000 up there, and then it immediately weakened there. It stayed pretty stable all day yesterday, sold off a little at the end, which I didn't like, and my fears were confirmed this morning. It gaps down a little, and we get out here. Now, in spite of all that sell-off from way up here where it was 8,000 down to here, we still got out of Radius Health with $4.6 thousand. So it was still a very profitable trade, but it's just we saw a lot of selling on this throughout yesterday and earlier on today. So that was a little bit disappointing. I'll show you another trade here that was really good today. This is GTN, which is Gray Television, and we haven't had a trade in this in quite a while. A while ago, this really was a strong, volatile market. So all of a sudden it came to life. Yesterday we bought it. Looks about the third hour. Didn't do too much for us by the close yesterday, but it just exploded this morning. And again, it pulls back with the Dow after 30 minutes, and when we get out here, we're getting out with $5.3 thousand right there. So very nice trade, but then it doesn't really go any lower than where we get out, and then we get back into it on the re-entry, and it actually puts $1.3 thousand more in open trade into our account. So the combined closed out plus the open trade, we make over $6,000 in Gray Television. So that was a really good trade. But I can't leave discussion of the day until we look at this. This, of course, is Advaxis. I don't mean to distract you with stories, but I grew up in Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is famous for its muskie fishing. If you don't know anything about muskie fishing, let me tell you that if you're a muskie fisherman, you go out on a boat and you fish day after day after day. Muskie fishermen fish weeks, months, and even years before they finally catch a fish. That's just the way it is. So it's a sport of ultimate patience that is required. And I sometimes think we're a little bit like muskie fishermen. We trade a lot, and we try to be very patient waiting for one of these big trades. This is the big trade. This is Advaxis. This is actually a 4-day trade, which is very unusual for us. 4 days ago, we bought that thing down here at what is actually a breakout, even though it doesn't look like a breakout at all. It closed against us that day. Then next day, it gaps way up, finishes very strong. Yesterday it screams some more. This is keeping us in the trade. This is so strong. I didn't think this thing could possibly go any further. It did. It gapped up just a little this morning. We get out at almost the top of the market. People, this took out over $33,000. Advaxis, a single trade in a single stock, we took out over $33,000. And I said yesterday we will get 2 or 3 trades like this in a whole year. So this is like we caught a muskie today. Just a beautiful, beautiful trade. We can't expect to get a lot of these, but $33,000 total profit in Advaxis. Anyway, I'm very happy. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Friday.